Hey everybody, this is Carlisle here from Organic MD, and welcome to another episode of A Few More Minutes with Organic MD. I wanted to talk a little bit about ambiguity. We actually got a question about this. One of our readers wrote in basically asking, how do I work with ambiguity? Ambiguity can be, as humans, I think we have a hard time with ambiguity. We like to fill up the space, fill up the silence. It's hard for us to sit in quiet, to sort of in that unknowing, what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. And the thing is that, well, first of all, life is changing all the time. We're in a constant state of change. We may not acknowledge it or want to talk about it, but the most obvious example is in most of the world, there are seasons. The leaves change. Maybe if you're in Florida, it doesn't change that much. But even then, there's more rainy times, less rainy times. There are these times of the year. Nothing is always the same every day from morning until night. There's always changes. There's always things around us that are slightly different. And so is the case in our life. Even though it might look the same every day, we might have the same routine, things are always changing. How do we work with this? How do we work with it when we're waiting for that call from the job application that we put in a month ago? And we know they're interested because we've had a couple of interviews, but they're interviewing other people, and we're just kind of waiting in this sort of, I don't want to wait. I want to just know. I want to just go on with my life. One of the things that I work with a lot, just on a daily basis, is doing simple breathing techniques. So often, when we're in that ambiguity, in that unknown place, we get anxious. Sometimes we start filling in the space with our thoughts. How many times have you maybe gone on a date with someone and you're waiting to hear back from them? You really like them and you're hoping that maybe you have another date, and more and more time goes by, you're waiting for them to call you, you've already maybe called out and left a message, and you're in that kind of that sort of unknown space, and your mind starts going, oh, you know what, I bet they hate me, I bet they thought I was stupid, oh God, there was that one moment when we were eating dinner where I said that really stupid thing, I bet they don't want to talk to me anymore because they think I'm a whatever, an idiot. I mean, come on. Anyone watching this who has never done anything like that, well, great. But for the most part, all of us have done that at some point in our life, where that ambiguity, that unknowing, that place where we're not really sure what's going on, we start filling in the spaces. And we throw in so much craziness into those moments. And so what do? How do we calm ourselves down? First off, it's just being able to breathe. Can we take a minute and just take deep breaths, calm ourselves down? There are so many different things that could be at play. They could be really busy. Maybe they forgot to call us. Maybe they aren't interested, and that's okay too. But it doesn't mean that we have to add more stress, more insanity into our lives just because we don't really know yet what the feedback is from that other person. So being able to take even just 1 minute, 2 minutes, and just doing some deep breaths to just kind of calm things down, and then be able to then say about our mind, about all these thoughts, well, these are things that I'm generating. I've created all these ideas. I know now I think that they're true, and maybe they are or maybe they're not. But I don't know, because in this moment, all I know is I haven't gotten that phone call back, or I haven't heard from them. And so that is really the best place to work from. And so from there, you can reset and go forward. Maybe you say to yourself, I'm willing to wait another day, and then I'm going to call them again. And then if I don't hear from them, well, obviously they don't want to get together, and I'll just move on. I'll be disappointed, and I can work with those feelings then. Now, I know it seems strange to kind of talk ourselves through these situations this way, almost kind of putting rational mind to it. But that's not a bad idea, because otherwise what we do is we drive ourselves crazy, and we wind up getting so upset and stressed over things that really we don't know the true answer to. But because we haven't allowed ourselves to just be in that open space with unknowing, then we're just causing ourselves heartache and misery. When those moments come up, the first thing to do is acknowledge, oh, wait, this is me. I'm trying to fill up the space. Second thing to do, 2 minutes of just breathe in, follow your breath coming in, breathe out, follow your breath coming out. Just do that for 2 minutes. Just pay attention to that breath. Breathing in and out like that can actually calm your physiological system down and just let it ground. If you're still feeling like you're really wound up, go outside and like really touch the ground. Get some earth into your hands. Sometimes that can be a great way to really ground yourself. Go sit by a tree or just go sit in the grass and do those breaths. Okay, feel the earth really connecting you a little bit. And then just taking a moment to kind of, all right, well, here are all the things going on. I'm really anxious because I didn't hear from that person. I don't know why I didn't hear from that person. Maybe it's, I'm having feelings about the last time that happened and I got my heart broken, and so I don't want to get my heart broken again, and so I'm trying to fill that space of anxiousness. Interesting. That's right, I got hurt that last time. That doesn't mean I'm going to get hurt this time. And so whatever the thing is that you have to do to kind of just acknowledge your thoughts, acknowledge that, this is what's occurring. In the moment, though, I don't really know what's going on. And so what I do know is I'm nervous or I'm anxious, and I can just acknowledge that and I can move forward. And maybe I make a resolution to call that person the next day. Take a few more breaths, and then you have to let it go. Otherwise, you wind up just perseverating and going over and over and over and over again, and that doesn't really do anybody any good. So, just a little suggestion here, and we'll probably explore this a little bit more because it's a great topic. Okay, have a good one.